Hey everyone, I want to talk to you right now about fear. I feel like since we are in the industry of multi level marketing and direct selling, that a lot of times we let different stereotypes and stigmas about our industry creep into our brain, make us scared, make us come up with so many different reasons as to why we should not be reaching out to our friends and family about these products and this opportunity, or why we are not capable of doing so. And in the end, for the most part, it's all just in our head and we're just psyching ourselves out. So I've been working really, really hard on this, and I've found some specific strategies that have really helped me overcome my fear. And I thought I'd share them with you today in hopes that they may help you too. So, I think the first thing you have to do is identify your actual fear. A lot of the fears come about or surrounding messaging, even cold messaging our friends and family. And different things that I say to myself are like, oh, she's going to judge me for, messaging her about this. She's going to think I'm crazy. She's going to think that I only want to make money off of her. She's going to think I'm a fraud. Uh, you know, she's going to hate on me. Whatever. I just have all these things that just circle in my brain, and then they freak me out, and then I don't do it. And I'm like, oh, like I really, really feel like she needs these products. So identify what you're actually saying to yourself. Like, what is your fear? What do you fear is going to happen if you push send and actually give that message to your friend or family member? Then I want you to switch your kind of frame of mind from that fear and the whole thought of like, oh, maybe she's just going to think I'm, trying to make money off her, and think about the person themselves. Think about the human aspect of them. Usually, when you are wanting to approach somebody, it's because you think that they can benefit from this product in one way or another. Maybe there's a health concern. Maybe you know that they are going through some financial strife. Maybe you think they'd be a great addition in helping spread our message to others. Whatever it is, think about that. Think about, this person. I really like to do some imagery and thinking about like my friend. I always use the name Julie for some reason. I don't know anybody named Julie, but I always, visualize myself, my friend Julie over here crying because she has something going on that our company can help her with. And then I picture a hater standing in the way. Let's call her Sally. And if that's my good friend, like, there is no way I'm going to let Sally stand in my way of helping my friend feel better. Okay. For those of you that are mothers or fathers, think of Julie as your child. If your child is over there crying and you have the answer to make them feel better, are you going to let Sally get in the way? I don't think so. I think you're going to, throat punch Sally. Um, and push her out of the way, and you're going to do everything it takes to get to your child to make them feel better. So use this imagery like, I'm not going to let these negative thoughts get in the way of me helping my friend and knowing that I have something that she needs. Okay, think of that. Also think of, there was a really great training that went on at convention a couple weeks back by Jennifer Leith. And she just, kept saying like, hey, all these fears that you have, at some point in time, it's actually going to happen. Like, you're going to send a message and somebody's going to judge you. You're going to put a post out there and somebody's going to hate on you. It's just going to happen. So it's kind of freeing. But at the same time, think of the fact that like, people don't typically hate on others if they're not doing something right. Like, okay, so think about like Tom Brady or the Patriots. Like, everyone hates them unless they're a fan of theirs. Everyone hates them because they're so good, because they're doing things right. People don't hate losers. Typically, they don't. I mean, if they do, then they're just a super jerk. But typically, they only hate on people that are doing big things and doing things right. Keep that in mind. Also, two of the biggest things that I do, Preston Pugmire, if you're not listening to his podcast, he's amazing. He's a life and business coach. And one of the things that he says, if you're doubting yourself, if you're like, oh, Sally's really going to hate me for sending this message, using this one word, unless. Okay, Sally's going to hate me for sending this message unless she doesn't. I'm not good enough to do this unless I am. I'm not confident enough unless I am, and just using that one powerful word to shift your frame of mind. My husband's coming in right now, so this is real life. Um, and then the last thing that I couple with all of those things, this is, there's a lot that we have to do to make sure that we're keeping a positive frame of mind and doing what we're actually supposed to be doing. Sometimes the tough things. The last thing that I do is a strategy by Mel Robbins. If you haven't heard of her 5-4-3-2-1 strategy, I encourage you to look that up. But basically, the premise is whenever there's something really hard that you know you're supposed to do and you're hesitating, just counting backwards 5-4-3-2-1 and then doing it. So what I'll do, I'll think about the person. I will use the unless strategy, and then I will 5-4-3-2-1 send. So let me just do a quick example. I'm wanting to send a message to Mary. I am scared that she is going to think I'm a fraud. And so I identify that fear. I'm scared she's going to think I'm a fraud. Unless she doesn't, 5-4-3-2-1 send. And it's amazing how good it feels to know that I did what I was supposed to do, that I overcame my fears in effort to make this person feel better. And then what she does with the information, that ball is all in her court. Definitely make a to-do to follow up on that contact. But just know that you're doing everything that you've set out to do with the goal of spreading health and happiness. So I hope this was helpful today, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.